Guys, got another review, and this one is of the really, really, really low budget Australian independent film called Seventh Hunt. Now, on the front it says, fans of the Saw movies will love this. Gruesome, twisted horror in the style of Hostel and Saw. So straight away, I knew this was a torture porn film, and torture porn films usually contain a lot of violence, but this one doesn't. So I don't understand how you can have a torture porn film without the necessary violence. It's an 18, it doesn't deserve to be, because most of the violence is off screen or just implied, and I think this is actually one of the worst films I've seen for quite a while. It was in the shop, they got loads of copies in it in the shop for about like £7 about 2 months ago, but they've been dropping in price, and it was £2, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it. So I got it, and I really, really wish I didn't. It's basically, it says there, 5 victims, 5 killers, 1 aim to survive. It does sound good, but it fails in every single aspect. It's basically about 5 people who are kidnapped, and they're sort of put inside this sort of game, very Hostel-like, where they've each got one person who's torturing them and killing them in various ways. So, if it helps, try and imagine the worst film ever combined with Hostel, and that's kind of what you will get with this. As I've said, it fails in every single way. Like, from acting to lighting to sound to quality, everything about it is really, really poor. It does have someone from Neighbours playing a deaf girl. I'm not sure of her name, but she's a deaf girl in Neighbours as well, I think. And yeah, she's a deaf girl in this. She's got a sister in it as well as like a goth chick. Then there's like a hacker, and they're just the victims. But it also does let you sort of get to know the killers as well. But again, all the characters were uninteresting, and it was really anticlimactic, the ending. It was really predictable and cheesy, and generally the acting was really bad. There was not a single person who I'd say acted well throughout all the film. I mean, it was Australian, but like the way they were talking was annoying me. Not because of their accent, because of how poor the acting was, and it generally was terrible like that. I mean, the violence itself, there was moments of gore, but it was just like really fake and not well done and terrible. The audio, a lot of it was dark, it was poorly lit, and it was hard to tell what was going on most of the time. I couldn't really see what was going on a lot of the time, and the editing was terrible, the camera angles were terrible, and the directing was terrible. John Cohen, and I believe he's got famous brothers, like good directors, but well, that's a director, but I don't know. Yeah, so there was a few trailers as well in it which looked equally as terrible, the films. It's from Left. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that. Whatever. It's from a company called Left as well. All the trailers were films from Left. And I'm going to make sure to avoid them in the future because this was a super low budget film and it failed in every single way. My entertainment rating is 0 out of 10. And yeah, 0 out of 10 I'm giving this film. 0. It's the first film of all that I've reviewed that I've actually given 0. Have you got a review rating?
I'll give it a 1, and that's being nice.
He does get a point then, so yeah, that's 1 and 0 out of 10 for Seventh Hunt, an Australian torture porn film. You can tell it was basically just made to sort of cash in on the whole torture porn thing, and it does it really badly, and it's one of the worst attempts at a violent film because it's advertised to be in this super violent film, but there's hardly any violence, so just avoid this film. It's rare that at the end of the film I think I've wasted time watching this film, but genuinely, after watching this film I did think I've wasted my time watching it, and I've also wasted £2. I know it's not much, but it's... Could have got a pie with that.
Or 2 more DVDs.
Yeah, 2 more DVDs full up properly. So that's Seventh Hunt, avoid this film like the plague.